here with Wet Silver Photography again. Going live, trying to do it around 2 o'clock. Hopefully some of you will tune in and say hi. I'm going to keep an eye on the comments, so if you do tune in, say hi. If you have a question, feel free to ask. I'd love to answer your questions live. We'll see if I stumble, right? I had someone, one of my friends, hit me up this morning on private messenger and asked how I deal with photo storage. She was struggling to figure out basically how to organize her photos. So it's kind of funny. We're all taking lots of pictures, all of us, not just photographers, everyone. You have a phone in your pocket. You're taking pictures with it. Even my husband takes pictures, not as many as I do, or probably most women do, but everybody's taking pictures. We all have a camera right on us at all times. And so how many of those pictures really matter to us? How many of them are important to us? The ones that we love and there are people we love or whatever, we share them. Typically, we share them on Facebook or Instagram or something, right? So those pictures, we're like, hey, these are share-worthy. What about the rest of them? We're living in a time where even though so many things are disposable, we don't delete pictures, not typically. Now, there's the exception. Women will take like 10, 15, 20 different selfies, right? Trying to find one that doesn't look terrible. We're like, oh, hey, that one's cute. And then we'll delete the rest so nobody ever has to see them, right? But typically we leave all the cameras on our phone. And we either send them to Google Photos or store them somewhere. Sometimes it's a little card that goes in your camera, sometimes not. Everybody has a different solution for what they're going to do with all those pictures. Do you really think you're ever going to look at them again? Think about that. Probably not. You're probably not going to look at them again, wherever you decide to store them. I'm realistic enough to know that I'm probably not either. I'm still not deleting them. I save them all too. So we take lots of pictures. Are you printing them? People should print their pictures. If it really matters to you, if you really love it, you should print it, even if it's just to stick it on the inside of the pantry door. By the way, I have pictures inside my pantry door. Whether it's to stick it inside the pantry door, stick it on the fridge, send it to a relative, put it in a new frame, you should print your pictures more often. And printing, you can get them printed almost anywhere, and if they're just on a cell phone anyway, they're not high quality, so get them printed cheap, just be able to look at them, be able to enjoy them. Facebook saw a situation happening here. Facebook saw us sharing all these thousands of pictures and not really recalling them. In fact, even trying to go back through Facebook and find pictures you're looking for is a nightmare. So what did Facebook do for us? I know he's on trial, but come on, thanks Zuckerberg. This is a good one. Facebook memories. So even today I pull up my Facebook and it wanted to show me my memories. And there's this beautiful little video of my son when he's 11 days old, 4 years ago. And here he is just making his little mewing sounds in my lap, and oh my gosh, I died. He's so cute, right? So cool. Facebook memories. They show me my pictures again and again. I think it's a beautiful situation. Facebook for life, because really now we can't get rid of them, because how else are we going to have our memories, right? But then still begs the question, what are you doing with all of your pictures? For me, now I'll be honest with you, I'm better about my client photos than I am about my family photos. That said, they're all stored in the same thing. I use Dropbox. Dropbox is an online system of cloud storage. We pay for the unlimited Dropbox. It's, I think, about $1,000 a year, but it stores unlimited amounts of pictures. Now, my pictures are a good 25 megabytes a piece. I need unlimited. But so I've got this way to store all these hundreds of pictures, right? But then how do I find it? So for me, and I don't care whether you use Google Storage, whether you use Dropbox, there's so many online options. And I'll talk about storage options in a minute. I do highly recommend online cloud storage. If you really start studying into how it's stored, you'll trust it. Way better than others. Anyway, we'll talk about storage in a minute, but let's talk about organization. How do you organize your pictures? We can typically narrow down to a certain year that something happened, okay? So no matter what, you should organize by year. We're going to talk broad to narrow. So all of, let's say, your 2015 pictures, those should all be in a folder. And in that folder, there should be subfolders. Now, whether you do those subfolders by month, highly recommend, or whether you do them by event, whatever, it's fine. But I recommend month. And then within those, name your folders. So you have like 2017 and it has all the months, right? So then you have January, February, March, whatever. So January, you click on that folder. Every folder, every subfolder in there should tell you what is in that folder. It shouldn't just be cell phone pictures. No joke. Cell phone pictures, because that's what we're all taking our pictures with, right? I love you too, Patricia. So you need to have something like my daughter's parade, right? Like daughter in parade. The word parade needs to be in there, because think about why you might want to find that picture again, okay? Prom, family picnic, day at the beach. Maybe you're like, okay, when did we go to the beach? Remember when we saw the blah, blah, blah? Well, if you name all the folders that you went to the beach with the word beach in them somewhere, at least it gives you something to search. So in Dropbox, another thing I love about Dropbox, they should be paying me, is they have a quick access to it where you can put in a word in the search and it will search your entire Dropbox really quickly and find anything, any file or any folder with that name in it. So that's another reason. Make sure that your folders, the folders you're actually looking for, have something in them that tells you basically what it's about. You need to have something that will bring it back into your consciousness, you know. Visiting grandpa. Grandpa better be in that folder's name, okay? That's how you're going to end up searching all this stuff. So by year, by month, then by name. Now for me, I do it with clients. So I have, and so many clients in a year now. Thank you everyone for growing my business. But so like, let's say 2017, right? I don't just put them in months. That doesn't make sense for what I'm doing. So I have 2017. I have 2017 family, 2017 seniors, 2017 newborns, 2017 boudoir, 2017 whatever, right? Headshots, 2017 marketing packages, because I'm going to know what I'm looking for based on that. When I click into those are by the client's last name. So, but they're organized in categories, right? But even then, it's super easy for me to find them, because even if I have a client with two different clients, 2 different years, same last name, it's going to get it to me pretty quick. I'm going to know which one if I'm having somebody ask me for these things. And it's funny because I just ran a special and half off for my 2016 and 2017 clients if they want to order more prints of something that they did. And so now I'm finding those folders, and it takes me seconds to upload those for them to order. Anyway, so that's how I organize things. Categories, subcategories, definitely by year though. I promise you, it helps so much to know about when you took something, and you'll be able to narrow it down when you start trying to remember why you want it. So let's talk about online storage. Didn't used to be as big of a thing as it is now. Everything's gotten bigger. File folders have gotten bigger. Picture sizes have gotten bigger. Everything's gotten bigger, so it takes a lot more space to store things. It's going to be worthwhile just to go ahead and start investing in some online storage, like some legit online storage, because you're going to need it for the rest of your life. That's where everything's going. Look at the latest laptops. They don't even have CD drives. They don't. I mean, you can always buy them and install them or whatever, but that's like an after factory kind of situation on so many of them now, because everything is going to the cloud. And it should. Let me tell you why. CDs are corrupted over time. They're corrupted. They break down. The inside of them breaks down. If they get hot, done. I stored my oldest daughters, they just turned 11 and 13, I stored their pictures on CDs. I had 2 giant cases of CDs. It's a lot of CDs. It's a lot of pictures. And I don't know what I was thinking, like I'm going to have time to go through all those and figure out what, no, it's a mess. My mother, my beautiful mother, thank you, Mom, retired. And so I sent them all to her. I'm like, hey, you with the spare time, can you go through all these, pick some favorites, you know, break it down for me so that I can start putting these things together, printing them, like getting things ready for these girls. Guys, at least 1 in every 10 CDs was shot, completely corrupted. Couldn't pull any pictures from it. That's sad. And that's the truth about any type of that storage. It's not like film negatives where as long as they didn't get wet, they might still be able to print something. No, technology doesn't work that way. And so, you know, everybody thought, gosh, some of the first digital cameras had the 3.5-inch floppies, you know, that you put inside, and, you know, you stored the files on those. Awesome. Guess what computers don't have anymore? 3.5-inch floppy drives. In fact, they're called floppy even though they're not floppy, because let's think about this for a minute. The files before those were big, giant, like 6-inch floppy disks. Those died really quick as soon as they were replaced by the 3.5-inch floppies. Again, not going to find a drive for either one of those. And now everything's on CDs, right? DVDs, all this. all being eliminated. Even DVDs. I can't remember the last time we pulled out a DVD. We have a drawer of them, right? Huge drawer of them. When was the last time we pulled one out to play it? Nope. There's Netflix. There's Amazon Prime. And you can just stream things. So it's just not the way everything's going. You're not going to be able to get these drives on your computer anymore. You're going to have to find special ways to access this information. And the reason they're doing this is because those things are easily corrupted. So I have a bunch of client files from early 2015, 2014, 2013. Guys, this is embarrassing. I've got these terabyte external hard drives full, terabytes full of pictures. It's going to take so long to upload those to the cloud and have them propagate in Dropbox that I haven't done it. Like it's going to be its own process that I don't have time for. If those things were already on there, that'd be great. Now I have those things. I don't even know what I'm going to be looking at once I open those terabyte hard drives. What if they're corrupted? I don't know. I mean, they've been kicked around in boxes. I say kicked around. They're not really getting kicked. But really, I don't know what I'm going to find when I actually do go to upload those, if I ever do. We store all these things. We store them because we don't want to lose them. But we don't even know what's in them anymore. I had a friend when I was growing up whose family always had boxes in the living room. Our whole like high school career, there's these boxes in the living room, right? And I asked her one, I was like, so what's in these boxes? Why leave these boxes on the wall? She's like, I don't know. I don't know what's in those boxes. They've been there since I was a kid. Her parents, when they moved into that house when she was a little kid, brought all these boxes in, of course, and piled them in the living room. And you go through boxes and find what you need. And then there's all the stuff that just sits there. They don't even know what's in the boxes anymore. They don't open them to look through them and get rid of them. They just get used to them being there. That's how we are with our pictures. And it's kind of a shame. But really, you got to come up with a system. You got to come up with some storage solutions. And come up with a good, everybody can have their own system of organization. I just shared mine with you. There are several of them, obviously. But break it down. Year, month, and then every one of those folders needs to tell you what's in it. It needs to have a keyword that will trigger your memory. Like I said, parade, grandpa, beach, picnic, promotion, party, celebration, graduation, something that will, when you put it into a search, because you're not going to be able to scroll through them all. They're going to pile up. They're going to get huge. Again, that's the way everything's going. So we're going to need to be able to figure out better ways of accessing what we need. So you need to start coming up with keywords. Have you noticed that almost every platform has keyword searches? Almost every platform has keyword searches. We are keyword driven. Look at what technology is doing and follow suit. You really can't go wrong there. People who are way wiser than us and way more on top of the trends figured that out. So if you look and see what those things are doing, you'll be set. If anybody has any questions, they can hit me up. Woo, sorry, I bounced my table. Otherwise, I am out. You guys have a great day. Enjoy your Tuesday.